Have you told them, Lady Grantham?
She's told us nothing.
Do sit down. I've come into possession of a villa in the south of France. What villa?
Start at the beginning.
Dowager has the some of the best lines as usual, but she also has the last laugh in this movie. Not to give too much away, but what was it like shooting those scenes with the great Dame Maggie Smith?
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's still a very new thing. I know these guys have known her a long time and watched her work for a long time, and I've always obviously admired her off screen. But yeah, it was a really interesting experience as someone coming in as still a relative newbie, because it was a very emotional scene, and I think that it was probably really difficult for especially a lot of the long-standing members of the cast. So yeah, it felt very respectful, and I was very privileged to be a part of that.
Before you were born, I met a man. They spent a few days together and he gives her a house.
You never thought to turn it down?
Do I look as if I'd turned down a villa in the south of France?
Laura, is it true that she said that this was going to be her final farewell?
Oh no, I don't think so. I think Maggie always wants to be working. Yeah, I can't see her stopping. She has an amazing drive, and I know, why would she stop? She's at the top of the game and loves it, and comes with energy for it and amazing ideas. You know, she's I think she's working at the moment.
She's in Ireland.
Sister Act, I believe.
Is she? Yeah. What's she doing in Ireland, Alan?
All I know is that she's playing an Irish woman, but apart from that, I don't know. Penelope Wilton told me that. Penelope also said
she's busy.
Yeah, that's right.
Always.
And Alan, if you contact her, will you be giving any advice on getting the accent right?
I don't have to. I've heard her Irish accent many times through the last 12 years. It's pretty pitch perfect.
Oh, on set, does she wind you up? Yeah.
Yeah. She especially when I'm around, the Irish accent definitely comes out of it.
Yeah.
Mr. Barber is a producer and director.
He wants to make a film at Downton.
A moving picture at Downton.
Would there be film stars, famous ones?
I think it's a horrible idea. Actresses plastered in makeup and actors just plastered.
Alan, about your character, of course, Tom Branson, after initial doubts about your background during a time of revolution in Ireland, you really are part of the Crawley clan now, aren't you?
Yeah, I think it took a couple of seasons, definitely after Sybil passed, for him to try and find his feet and figure out what he was going to do. I really love what Julian has done with his journey, because he in Lucy, I think Tom's found his soulmate, but also his equal. They're two people who kind of have found themselves in this world that they never really asked for. And I think that there's a great I suppose, understanding that they have of each other because of that.
For me, this second Downton movie has much more of a cinematic feel compared to the first one. It's more sumptuous, more lavish. Would you agree?
Our DOP, Andrew Dunn, is an incredible cinematographer, and he's done such a beautiful job. He obviously worked with Julian before on Gosford Park as well, so he had an understanding of how to make these period pieces look fantastic.
I think it looks the best it's ever looked.
Yeah, it's very sumptuous, all right. And what really stands out again for me, Laura, is Anna Robbins' costume designs really are something else. It must have been a pleasure to wear some of that clobber.
It really was. And we had a lot of fun in the south of France with the wardrobe as well. I mean, they're so, it's sort of vacation wear. So we all had sort of tennis outfits, and I got to wear trousers, and I was really comfortable in the heat. They were really, cool and flowy, and it was great fun.
It's a visual treat, all right. Tuppence, the thing that occurred to me was, unlike a lot of British TV shows that become movies, Julian hasn't made the mistake, and Simon hasn't made the mistake of taking the whole thing abroad. It's cut between Downton and the south of France. Was that a relief to you that he didn't uproot the whole family?
Yeah, I mean, I think that probably if he did that, the fans would have something to say about it. I think that one of the things people love so much about Downton is coming back to these familiar characters and locations, and to see that opening shot of the Abbey as you drive up towards it. It's a really special place, I think, for a lot of the people who've watched the show for so many years. So it feels like you have to have some of it at Downton, and it's nice to watch these kind of new characters come into Downton and affect the way that that it's run and that people think about their lives and the future of Downton as well. So that was really fun to see that in the film within a film storyline, which was really cool to see because we didn't watch any of that in progress. So yeah, it was nice for the sort of south of France crew to watch that in the final film.
Welcome to the Villa of the Doves.
It's a beautiful place.
How happy you must be.
Oh my goodness.
Who is she?
The Lady Grantham I first went to work for.
Granny.
Why did you invite us here?
It seems the public only want films that talk.
I should have thought the best thing about films is that you can't hear them. Be even better if you couldn't see them either.